What's up everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to build a gaming PC but without a GPU. The only thing we require to build a gaming PC, we need a screwdriver. Just with this tool we can build the entire PC. First thing, we would be needing a case like this. You can take any case. This is going to be a very cheap PC, so no modern components would be used, but at least it would be having a co-processor Intel Core i3. Let's just open this case first. So that's it, we have opened the full PC. Now we get a much wider view of this. Now these are the wires for the power. So I'm just keeping it aside. Now we can have much room for a PC build, and this is a very old, case, as it has an optical drive, which is not certain in PCs which are today, in cases which are present at the modern day. But first of all, we would be needing a motherboard. So I have got a motherboard and I am using a BioStar motherboard. It is a very old motherboard. I have fitted inside the Intel Core i3 as well as this Intel fan. If you're doing it by yourself, don't touch the cores outside at the down of the processor, because if any of those pins bend, then it could cause real problem and your CPU would not work. And apply some thermal paste on it first. Drop this cooling fan on it. Applying thermal paste ensures that your heatsink, which is this, if you cannot see, applying thermal paste ensures that your heatsink, which is this little under, gets a strong solid contact with the processor, so that all the heat could be absorbed from the processor by this little cooler over here. If installing the cooler has different ways, but if you're using Intel and AMD coolers, then it is just pretty simple. Just apply some thermal paste on the processor and fix this processor on it. This would really help to ensure that all the heat is just taken by this heat sink. Now it's a very easy task to just plug this. So not to plug, it is very easy just to run this fan. You just need to plug in this 4-pin plug into the CPU fan like this. Bang, it's done. All that took some while. Now we need to install one RAM in it. I have bought this 2 GB of RAM, total 4 GB, as I have 2 of them, and this DDR3 memory. The main difference between DDR3 and DDR4 is that DDR4 just works bit faster than this, not bit, much faster than DDR3 RAMs. Just putting in this. See, there is a little notch here, and you will find this in this motherboard. You just need to line this notch, otherwise it will not go in. If you are not able to get that in, you might be doing some problem. You would be applying it backwards, but not problem with me, as I do it very often, until it gets this click sound. You can just turn it up like this. You just need to slide this down until it gets this clicking sound. As this would not be having any GPU or the graphic card that we call in normal life, but still there is a spot. This little spot here is meant to be for a graphic card, which you can put any graphic card like NVIDIA 1060 Ti, 960 Ti, or the AMD graphic cards like Radeon, etc. Now after this, our motherboard is done. We have completed the build of motherboard. Yes, that was literally very simple. That was it. Our motherboard is done. Now we need to put this motherboard back into our case. One thing I would like to say that I have pre-installed this IO shield. You need to put this IO shield here. This would match all these ports with this IO shield. Done. I have installed the IO shield in. Just put the IO shield in, and now I need to line my motherboard with this IO shield. One major thing, this motherboard will be holded by 4 screws. Let me show you them. I have put the the motherboard in. As you guys can see now, it's not falling down because I have screwed this all up. Now the next thing, we need to get the heart of this PC, which is this power supply. Now we need to install the heart of this PC. So I picked up this power supply, which just takes up the current from your walls to your PC. This is a very essential unit as it charges up all your PC with power. This is a 220 volt power supply, and one major fact that you should not make compromises with this power supply, because it may harm your PC. If you bought a much cheaper one, it could not serve you well and just make your whole system burn. So that's my advice for you guys. Now let me just install this. In most of the PCs, now in the newer PCs, this fan of the place for this fan is either upwards or the downwards. But as this is an old PC, it is outwards, not upwards, not downside. It's outwards. So we just need to line this up. This would be very easy. And just yeah, it's this way. I just need to slide this in with all its screws. Let me just show you guys. It must be like this. All the screws on 4 sides, you should see them, the holes. Now let's just screw this up. A real quick advice, whenever you go with mounting the screws in, you always should go cross to cross, not adjacently, because it ensures that you are applying even pressure on any appliance. Never just go side to side, always go cross to cross. Do not make this very tight, but don't leave it all very loose. Just make sure. Now the next step is to install our hard drive in. Afterwards we'll do all the cabling and stuff. Next step is to install the hard drive. So I here have the 160 gigs hard drive. 160 gig it is? No, 256 gigs of hard drive. And I'm just going to install this in. Now with this hard drive, you would be getting this little SATA cable, which would connect your motherboard with your hard drive. So just let this mount this in. Now once this hard drive is installed, this PC, this looks like this. It is really mess inside. Now as this all cabling and stuff is still a mess, I need to solve that all problem. And first let's just cable this all PC into its actual position. Now guys, I'm back and all the wiring is done. Now the main step is, it looks very messy. No cable management, zero cable management. So I guess we need to do some cable management here. With all the hard work, it was a failure. I could not do cable management as this entire PC does not allow me. With so much hard work, I am just able to pull out one wire, which I guess I'll just drop inside because this looks dirty. Now it's time to just cover this PC, one side of PC first. Just ignore this. If we could be able to play major games like Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, we could really have something in our hands, then it could be much better, I guess, because Counter-Strike is a very popular game and it is very popular brand also in gaming world. Let's see if we could just play some major games like Counter-Strike. I'm 100% sure that we won't be able to play games like Fortnite or PUBG or GTA 5, but Counter-Strike is really low specification requesting game. I guess we would be able to play it. Now all the things done. Let me just check if all the things are done properly. It's time to boot up this PC. I'm back, guys. So now the main question is that will this PC boot up? If yes, then let's just see. By the way, this is my old school keyboard, not mechanical, but it does the work for me. Now it's the moment of truth. Will the PO, I just pressed the button, it does not work. I don't know why. Well, let's just check this out. Yes guys, it's on. Now let me just enter the boot setup. I forgot to on the button on the power setup. Not on the power setup, on the power, what do we call it? Power supply. On the power supply. So guys, I'm back now. As you guys can see, these are my system settings for the game. All are pretty much low, but with a mixture of low and high settings. In medium, like model texture detail, I have kept high. It was set me to keep it auto, so I kept it that way. You can see that I'm not able to get much frames because I'm on the dashboard screen. I'm getting 6 to 7 frames. That's really bad. That's not what we wanted to see now, but we have here, we are getting more frames. So now we are getting more and more frames. Let's just enter into one match and let's see how it performs. Well, while in the gameplay, how it performs, that's what we want to see. Now guys, I'm back in the game. Let's just take any gun and just let's go. I am not able to get smooth frames, as you guys can see. I'm just getting 7 to 8 frames per second. That's rude. And okay, it's gone up to 13, 14, 15. Let's just find somebody to kill. I see someone is there. Should we push him? Oh, let's just go. Oh shit, we just got killed. I guess guys that's our death, and that gives us answer that we can play this game, but we cannot kill guys in this game because I was getting 15 to 14 frames. That's not smooth, and it was very slow. There you go guys. As we cannot play, no, we can play. It's tough to say that can we
Is
play,
this
but
over?
it is not
The
playable
heck?
that much what I wanted to see. So that's it guys, this challenge was not complete failure, but it was okay. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.